ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut to the chase. What are the documentarian hunters episodes are? Are they logs or are they documentarian footage? And the answer to that is both, because I want to mix the documentarian footage but also my log footage together. You should understand the difference by identifying that piece of footage that I've uploaded to this episode. This is why it's called an episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, I pay physically money from donations and from what money I earned to storybooks. YouTube has been blocking and demonetizing all 6 episodes. And they have a communication problem with storyblocks. Now, I'm not the only one that uses storyblocks on YouTube. There are a ton of photographers that use storyblocks and never run into this problem. For instance, Gary Undone. He uses storyblocks tons of times. Never came across problems. But the thing is that he doesn't use a lot of music tracks like I do. So, this is why I'm identifying what the documentarian hunter episodes are. So if you're curious, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, alright? I'm homeless, I do what I can, but I do it in a respectful way, without disturbing anyone's privacy or peace. Yes, every footage that you see me get close up to a homeless individual, I always ask, can I film? But just stay there. I just want to get that same look that you got right now. Don't move. This is why I emphasize a lot of my techniques and a lot of my composition when I'm capturing certain individuals. Keep in mind, my videos are intended to mix everything about New York, not sugarcoat one thing about New York. And that's the problem with YouTubers on the platform. They only want to sugarcoat the best things in life about New York City, but never want to issue anything bad about the city in every episode. I know sometimes you don't want to hear that in episodes, but you have to. It's part of educating yourself and learning what is really going on in New York City. Let's emphasize that. What is really going on in New York City? I'm not from New York City, right? You're not from New York City. So here's the question. Hey, I'm going to New York City. What is it like right now? That's the number one 79% question most people will ask. I'm going to New York City in 6 months. What's it like right now? You don't ask yourself that question. So guys, you may think I'm making money off of homeless people. No. That's my work. I'm part of that community. I want to emphasize how bad it could get for me if I wasn't a person that took care of himself. That is what you guys always misjudge about every single video about me. And you guys never look at that part. Then maybe I should emphasize it again for you. As I interview with Mark from Invisible People, what was what I said that motivate people about self-identity? Never give it up, because that's what they want. So with that said, everyone, so take this video with a grain of salt. I don't care what people said. I don't live here. I used to live here. Yuki and I used to live here long ago. I came here for work opportunity, and now I just want to go back to Vancouver, because we know that this is not the city that we really want to spend $5,000 on rent on. And not only that, as you saw from all of my footage, where is outreach services for these men and women that are literally suffering because their mental health is at crisis right now, and no one wants to identify the problem with each and every individual. This is why I did social justice and social work for these 501c3s and for Porchlight in Wisconsin. That was my last employer. So with that said, everyone, and I currently have an EEOC. Now, there are certain chapters of that EEOC. Yes, I won part 2 of that chapter, if you heard recently. Now, there's a part 3 of that chapter, because there are a lot of accusations being thrown. And now everyone wants to say that I'm the bad person because I left everyone abandoned. No. Let me explain why I told those employees at Porchline. If you cannot value my work, then you don't see me as an importance. Therefore, I am stepping down. I am resigning. Here's your keys. I have my 2 weeks. That was the first email in February. March came, and all these problems happened because of that email. So emphasize, if I really wanted to be a if I really wanted to deceive you all, I would not make these videos at all. I don't have time. A person that deceives someone doesn't have time to make videos, because that's too much work. They'd rather do it on the streets and street hustle. That's what it's called, street hustle. I don't do street hustle. I'd rather tell you the story because I have so many skill sets. So with that said, yes, I'm in a dark place because I want to be in a dark place. I'm so depressed right now, and I'm so upset how YouTube literally just shadow ghosts my channel. Guys, think about it. There's 4,978 people on my channel. YouTube is entitled to notify at least 15% of your channel's audience. And then your 15% of your channel audience is driving that impression to your other subscribers. That's how it works. So they see it, they're like, oh, there's something going on with Panda. There's too many people in that video. But YouTube doesn't do that for me. This is why I ask you guys financially, please, Patreon. Here's the thing about Patreon. If you sign up for Patreon, you get to see all my videos with commercial free. That's the point of the Patreon. That's the point of the Patreon. You see all my videos commercial free. None of this YouTube forcing the commercials down your throat, or forcing advertisement that you're not really. It's like Instagram right now. Instagram is throwing ads in your face. They're like, what the fuck is this related to? Exactly the same thing with YouTube. So with that said, everyone, if you want to become a Patreon, it's best that you do. It's only one-time fee a month. Now, there's 2 tiers. There's the lower tier, and there's the premium access tier. Now, I have 2 premium access tiers and a few lower tiers. But those lower tiers have been upgrading sometimes to, I don't know why they do that. And I need to address that. And so I want to change the prices of my Patreon. I want them to be more affordable. So I'm thinking changing the premium price from $15 to $10 a month. And then take the entry level, which you still get a lot of access. I'm going to just leave that way it is for $3 to $5 a month. But as I said to everyone, you want to know about what these videos are about? I'm going to emphasize New York the way people are not doing it, and I'm going to show you all sides of New York City: the down, the poor, the rich, the mighty, the food, and everything. That's what I've been showing. I'm not sugarcoating anything. That's my job to do. So while I'm here, I'm going to do it. And if any New Yorker wants to say, yeah, you misjudged New York, no, I have not. I lived here. I used to always travel here when I was a kid. No, I know what the city is about. It's not this, what's going on now. Definitely not. New York used to be much cooler than this shit. Right now, you got all this fucking anarchy. And as today, I just witnessed if you go to Central Park, you know those guys with the trolley bikes? Well, they always get into the fights. They always get into the fights. And I just caught one on video. If you guys want to see that one right now, I'm going to just post that one. Where is this? 1, 2, 3. Nope, not this one. That's this morning. Oh, there it is. This is why we don't like Manhattan. You know what that's about, guys? That was about a petty cab fare. These guys fight over fares. They fight over people. Not only that, they're very rude. Because earlier today, there was a couple that said, no, thank you. We don't need your ride. We want to take the city bike. And the guy was like, no, I'm better than city bike. He tried to push it. Oh yeah, I got that footage too. Yeah, I got everything. And that's why I'm always recording everything. This is why I have a very large capacity on my iPhone. Not only that, I also have that dongle, what's it called, the Tutu, which is the external hard drive. So technically I have 800 gigabytes worth of hard drive space. So, but I just wanted to emphasize, what's this video? Oh, there it is. See this guy right here? This bike messenger guy? Well, he just told this couple, he gave them the hand. Technically, he gave them the finger. Yeah, a pedicab gives a tourist the finger because they said no. They want to take the city bike. Those guys down here are the problem. They need better human communication. They need social skills because they don't have it. They only have social skills when they need to make money. But when you want to have conversation, you have to have social skills. They don't have social skills. I got tons of the footage if you guys want to see it, but that will be next week because I am not uploading no more videos into YouTube. Get your shit together and fixes the algorithm and stop flagging my videos. Because Storyblocks is a legitimate license, 100% legal license with fair use. I paid for that. And this is what they do on this channel. So emphasize this, everybody. You guys have questions. So I answered the first question. What is the Documentarian Hunters episodes all about? It's a mixture of everything. Like I said, YouTubers are not addressing other issues. They stick on one topic and they like to stick it into one topic. It's easier for them. But for me, I can multitask. So with that said, everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I forgot, it is Labor Day. I don't celebrate American holidays. Sorry, I just don't. I don't even celebrate Christmas. But enjoy your holidays. Eat all much you can. I heard it's like you guys eat a lot on Labor Day. I'm not sure that's a thing. I heard that when I was a kid. I never seen it happen. I know people barbecue and shit, but I don't see people dig out like on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, but I think that's a misconception about Labor Day. In my opinion, as you know, French, someone that grew up in Japan. I'm sorry, but I don't see that like. Because that's what I was told when I was a kid. Like, it's another feast day. No, it's not. So, with that said, everyone, just enjoy it. Eat as much as you can. Kind of still pissed about YouTube. And, oh, I'm also pissed about an experience I had at a restaurant. So, I'm going to explain that in the next vlog. I mean, next episode. Sorry, I called it a log again. Ooh. Next episode, I will explain it everything and I will show you all the clips and then I will discuss it in the log, but it's not going to be live. I mean episode, sorry, keep calling it log. Episode. I'm explaining an episode, just take it with a grain of salt. This is why we don't eat out of certain establishments, because even though we can sense that the establishment is not playing fair, let's say it like this, we knew the establishments are playing fair, but we want to give them a chance. But I guess that chance was not a chance, because you absolutely blew a chance, because I could have had you guys literally for free advertise your business on my channel. I guess people don't think about that thing. But with that said, everyone, just enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.